And a lot of people expected something like this, but not for the amount. But this is a very dishonest man. This is a man that's been overturned already on this case 4 times. But a crooked New York State judge just ruled that I have to pay a fine of $355 million for having built a perfect company. Great cash, great buildings, great everything. It affects New York. It's mostly talking about New York, where we have a totally corrupt attorney general. She campaigned on the fact that I will get Trump, I will get Trump. Everybody's seen it. Letitia, James, they've all seen it. Well, we'll be appealing, but more important than that, this is Russia, this is China, this is the same game. All comes out of the DOJ, it all comes out of Biden. It's a witch hunt against his political opponent, the likes of which our country has never seen before. You see it in third world countries, banana republics, but you don't see it here. So I just want to say this. You build a great company. There was no fraud. The banks all got their money, 100%. They love Trump. They testified that Trump is great, great customer, one of our best customers. They testified beautifully. And
what would you do if you were Trump? Does this happen to everyday people? If it does, most people don't have Trump's money. Most people don't have what it takes to fight this. What would you do about it? They're trying to attack him and take him out from every single angle. Judge Engoron has refused to obey the decision of the appellate division relative to the statute of limitations. This is a confrontation between a judge and those that rule above him. It's a very bad situation in which the place, in terms of New York, is horrible. And this is the rule of law that's taking place. New York's got a ton of issues right now with the rule of law, crime, homelessness, the migrant crisis. Trump said this: Engoron has disrespected the appellate division in its very clear and precise ruling. He should be made to do so, and at the same time release the gag order. This is the 5th time in this case that he has been overturned, which is a record. His credibility and that of Letitia James has been shattered, which we all know that. We will abide by the decision of the appellate division and post either a bond equivalent to securities or cash, following the law. This also shows how ridiculous and outrageous Engoron's original decision was at $450 million. That is insane. I did nothing wrong, and New York should never be put in a position like this again. Businesses are fleeing, violent crime is flourishing, and it is very important that this be resolved in its totality as soon as possible. Thank you. This is what Trump is saying. He didn't do anything wrong, and he's still following the law, even though they're trying to use this judge with this ridiculous bond. I mean, are you kidding me? 400 plus million? The banks got paid. They made money off of Trump's loans. This is ridiculous. Where's the crime? I tell you where it is. It's where the judge saying Mar-a-Lago is only worth $18 million. I mean, are you kidding me? This is the response from MSNBC News.
So, it's time to do something different. Like, we're not going to have this conversation again. I have come on the air with breaking news about requests for gag orders because of threats for judges and their kids more times than I could count today before I got ready. And Judge Ludig, I think it's time, I don't know who has to write the banners at the bottom of my show. I'm sorry in advance. But Donald Trump broke the rule of law. And we should cover a broken judiciary in this country. Donald Trump managed to delay every federal criminal trial based on facts that he barely denies. Donald Trump managed to enlist the Supreme Court in a delay process, the highest court in the land. Donald Trump brazenly and repeatedly attacks not just judges, and I've had the privilege of sitting across not just from you, Judge Ludig, but from Judge Esther Salas, whose son was assassinated by a crazy person. Judges don't have Secret Service protecting them. They don't even always have, I mean, her child answered the door. What are we going to do different?
MSNBC host Nicole Wallace has an emotional meltdown, throws her papers in the air after Trump criticized the New York judge Juan Merchan's daughter. Trump derangement syndrome at its best. I mean, this stuff is real. What Wallace did say during her meltdown is the fact that Merchan's daughter is president of a far-left political consulting firm. What is even more insane is that Lauren Merchan's clients have raised $93 million with help from Trump hush money trial, the same one her father is overseeing. It seems to be like there's a conflict of interest. Two major Democratic clients of the daughter of the judge overseeing Donald Trump's hush money trial have raised at least $93 million in campaign donations and used the case in their solicitation of emails, the New York Post posted. You see, it's all about the money. They're trying to use him to get more money. This is the same judge that said that Mar-a-Lago was only worth, like I said, $18 million. The real estate insiders in the same area around Mar-a-Lago said with comps that the property is worth and would be listed at $300 million. This is a 126-room, 62,500 square foot mansion. It's Trump's primary home. It also has a golf club, a private beach resort. It's a historical artifact, and it has a banquet hall. What's funny is Jon Stewart giving his take on the matter. And I can't wait to show you what's after this, because this guy 100% eats his own words. Jon Stewart went on The Daily Show and blasted Trump's argument that it was victimless and that he was guilty after the $454 million ruling. He said, you can't just commit fraud. And so with that, you're right, Jon Stewart. But what really is interesting is that you did the exact same thing that you were blasting Trump for. The Post revealed it didn't take long for the internet to dig into Stewart's own property history, which shows his New York City penthouse sold for 829% more than its assessed values. Records confirmed, ate his words. So these people that are constantly attacking him for a laugh, they trying to get more money, they have skeletons in their closet. And before you know it, just like with the evaluation of his estate, Mar-a-Lago, the truth will come out and you will see where the truth stands. Let me know your comments and where you stand on this matter. People are doing ridiculous things. They're trying to say, making up false accusations, false facts. But what I love is that Trump is abiding by the law. He's following whatever needs to be done. He's doing his appeals, and he's fighting for the truth and fighting for what's right. Let me know your thoughts on the matter.